Hello everyone, my name is Mirella and I used to be Qatar Airways cabin crew. Now I'm a career coach and today I'm talking to a very lovely lady, SAMINA Raja, who used to work as a grooming officer in Qatar Airways for many, many years. And because she retired and she's now somewhere else, she would like to share her amazing story about what she's doing right now after retiring. Hi, Samina. How are you?
I'm fine, and so nice to see you here. And it is very, very nice to talk to you. And I always miss my cabin crew, lovely cabin crew, and it's so nice to hear from you. And you find me, and I find you. It's a pleasure.
Yes, we've had a few conversations some time ago. I remember when your mother passed away. We also talked last week, and we talked yesterday. Finally, we're doing the interview. Hopefully, this time everything will work out well, and we will manage to spread your story. Samina, I wanted to ask you just briefly about your experience before you joined Qatar Airways, because you lived in Qatar before joining Qatar Airways, and you had your beauty salon, from what you told me before. Can you tell us a little bit?
Yes, my journey started. I was the honor of. I worked my first working experience when I was 16. When I came UK, and I show you. This was me when I came in UK.
Wow.
This was me when I was 16-year-old, and I got married and I came UK. And my first working experience was this Coty Cosmetic. If you can see, this was I was working Coty Cosmetic, and I worked there until 1978. When my son was born, my husband decided to go in the business, and I was in my business, several business, but my last business was this, my store. If you can see, it was Lisbon store in Devon. It was very big Lisbon store, and I was there. I was owner of the beauty salon. That's the big store there. This is my son and me. And then, like everybody, life turn age of 29. We went divorce procedure, which I was left to look after my store and my 10-year-old son. And one day I tried to run the store, but unfortunately things happen and I have to lose the store. So one day I was thinking that I have to look after my son, and what can I do for my life? Still I had my store. So I went UK in career center. I talked to the lady. She knew who I was, and it was because South Devon is a very small place, and everybody knows everybody's story. And because my daughter got married at age of 14, it's a big story. So she looked at my face and she said, nobody will give you a job because you was owner of Lisbon store. So I got very shocked. I said, why? She said, you know what happened. And she said, looking at you, there's tomorrow the beauty class is starting in South Devon. So I said, okay, because that was, I wanted to do. So I joined the South Devon College. And first year was okay because, I left high school. I didn't have any, graduation. And because I was in English school, my English was good. But when first year finished, my science teacher called me and she told me, this, Meena, I'm sorry to tell you, the science next year is going to be very hard. You are not going to be able to do it. So, like everybody else, I was very upset. I came home. I was sitting in the bus and making that, where I apply for the job. And I came, and I don't know my son remember or not remember, because he was in private school. He was doing A level, and I discussed with him, and I told him that I'm leaving the college. He said, why? And I said, because my science teacher said, and he said only one word. He said, well, she can't do that. You're paying your own money. Government is paying your own money, and it's up to you. So, all night I was thinking, and I said, yes, my son said, right thing. So I end up principal's office and I explained to him everything. He said, no, she can't do that. He called the teacher and he said, on fourth floor, there's a special, student need. We got the classes. So he sent me upstairs. There was a lecturer called Mr. Brian Cooney, who is now Vice Chancellor of Reading University. He was science teacher. and I coordinate with him. After my original classes finished 4 o'clock, 4 to 6, I used to go upstairs, and I was studying the science. And the day came, we had a board exam, and I sit in board exam. I finished my exam, and there was a Christmas holiday. I went Pakistan. When I came back from Pakistan, I was graduation day was there. So when I went college, everybody have their certificates and everything. I didn't receive. So I said, "Oh my God, I prove her wrong. I failed." So we was 150 student here as in graduation day, and everybody has certificate. I was sitting there thinking, "Oh my God, I have to answer." But to my surprise, the science teacher got up, and I'll show you in a minute certificate. She picked up two certificates, and she said, "I like to apologize to one of my students. I discouraged her." And believe me, when she gave me certificate and she said I done top in class, and she had a board exam letter saying this is the best answer, I give it, and I passed both of the my exam, business management and health and hygiene with credit. I was the only one passed with the credit, and she apologized to me in front of everybody. She said, "I like to apologize for my mistake, but I'm very proud of you. You turned me wrong." And from there, I learned two lessons. For my son, never give up, and for my teacher, that apologizing to somebody for your mistake, you do not become small. And I always have high respect for her, by what she told me. And today I show you, these are my two, if you can see closely, I pass with credit,
Mm-hmm.
two of the exam. And in UK, if you don't pass this, they don't let you go.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was leaving that, I got graduated. I met hairdressing teacher, Mr. He was Turkish, and he said to me, "Samina, you finished today?" I said, he said, "Tomorrow the hairdressing classes start. You want to join?" And I joined. Then I joined hairdressing classes. While I was standing the bus stop, there was one of my colleague in student. He was a Greek football player, Paul Antonio. He was looking for me, and he said, "Tomorrow I'm joining the Grosvenor Hotel. I will be the health club manager. There's a room." And I talked to the owner. "My friend passed today. You want to open the beauty salon?" I said, "Yes." And I went open day. The owner was Mima. She was Spanish lady, wonderful lady. And her husband was Mr. Patel. They offered me job there. They done everything. I haven't done. They was booking the client, the hotel client, and they was giving me 50%. And I was so lucky, I have nice friend, and that was my journey started.
Mm-hmm.
You know, After passing, and meantime I was doing the hairdressing course. Then I moved back to London, and 2 months I was without job, and third month I saw the ad in Regis. There's an American company in front of 100 bus garage. The beauty not needed senior beauty therapist. So I went for an interview. I got the job there, and Regis is very good. Doesn't matter how qualified, they send you to do their own courses, which I was very lucky. I had double, you know, and that is the Regis. See, this is the Regis,
Mm-hmm.
and I worked nearly 1.5 year over there. They send me all sort of training, student exchange, all over the world, Barcelona and everywhere. And then one day, I'm very adventurous. I was working in Kingston Bentley with Regis. I was passing Marriott Hotel, and I thought, okay, why don't I apply there? So I called. They called me for interview. So 1998, January 1998, I joined Langley Marriott Hotel as a manager of the beauty salon, and I worked there till October. And why I'm telling this because is maybe it help some so many people what I went through, and they need help. One day I was going to work, and my son called, and he needed money. He was in Coventry University, and believe me, in my account I had only 600 pounds, and I had to send him 400 pounds, and I had to last a month. I was very upset. I went in Barclays Bank. While I was walking in Barclays Bank, one gypsy lady stopped me, and she was trying to give me a dry flower, and I was very, worked out, and I said, "Sorry, I don't want." When I came out, she pulled me on side, and believe me, what she told me, I was very surprised. She said, "Don't worry about your son. He got very intelligent brain. He's very intelligent. Only thing you have to be very careful when he will grow up or when he start working, he'll have back problem. But he got lots of travel on his back." So I said, okay. I was very surprised how she knows I'm worried about my son. And then she told me, don't worry about this job. You are going overseas. And believe me, he told me the people I'm going to meet and what's going to happen. And I said, okay, I'm going Pakistan because I had no idea I'm going Qatar. So I said, okay. I went in my office and there was a beauty magazine. I had all the month. And I was reading and reading. 3 days I was reading last page. There was ad. It's saying the Gino company need senior beauty therapists in Gulf country. And Sunday, my son came. I discussed with him. He said, "Call for my phone." I called. The gentleman picked the phone up and he said, "This is my fiancée, Julia Pearson. She will call you." I gave him the number. She called me and she said, "Send me your CV." And believe me, I sent her my CV. Third day, I had a letter from her. She said, "People will call you from Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, Kuwait, Dubai, and Doha." And people was calling me every night. I was discussing with Julia. At the end, Mr. Wajib from Maldana Club called me. He was calling me every night and he was offering me job. I asked Julia. And third day, the lady called Suhadar. She was British lady, married to Livni, and she said, "I'm owner of Fame Beauty Salon." We discussed. She sent me simple contact. I sent it Julia. Julia changed, and we agreed. 20th October, she sent me contract and ticket and everything. 25th October, I went Qatar Embassy in UK. I got visa. 28th October 1998, she sent me a ticket first from Abu Dhabi, Heathrow to Abu Dhabi Royal Brunei, and from Abu Dhabi to Qatar Airways. So 11:30, 28th October night, I landed Qatar airport without knowing who I'm going to meet. But the lady was so wonderful and beauty salon was so nice. She gave me everything what I wanted. And first day, 29th October, I had a sixth client. And I was so lucky. There was all girls were British. Some of school teacher, Nicola, Diane. We exchanged, notes, and we become a very good group. You know, we was very adventurous group. And 3 months after 3 months, the steward broke the contract with Gino. Gino said, "Okay, come Abu Dhabi, or there's a new beauty salon going to open. She's the owner. She's the manager in the Qatar Commercial Bank. Meet her." So that lady name was Ram Sabri. I met her, interview, and she gave me whatever I wanted. She took me beauty salon. It was not even ready. She gave me a job and salon called Only You, salon Anti-Vedic. It was wonderful, high-tech beauty salon. I was a manager there from 99 till 2005. And over there, I met cabin crew. Qatar's cabin crew, they was my client. They was always asking me to come. And I think sometime I went for interview. There was Mr. Bob Gate, and that time Mr. Saleh was performance officer. I had interview. Somehow the thing didn't work out.